Good evening, folks and folksicles. Hello. Good evening. Sunday night, 9 o'clock UK time. It's time for the weekly Terrain Natter. Chat with Mel. Chat with Mel. Chat with Mel. Like I'm so special. Right, it's streaming, it's all working, buttons are clicked. I have one last job to do, and that is to open the terrain dock. So if any of you guys have got any questions this week, you can submit them via the link down below, and I will open the dock right now. So, link in the description. If you've got any questions, you can submit them there. Hey, I see loads of people. Right. Starting off with Cat. I see Cat, Ghost, James, William, Archie's Art. I like Archie's Art. Bleed, Fellhate, Rob, Lefty, and dude, Darth, Insane, Unpainted Lead. See, I like this when I start reading down the list because I don't run out of air. Mordheim frustration incoming. No frustration tonight. I'm not taking on challenges I am not equipped to deal with. Simple as that. Looking back on last week, on Thursday's show, I was not equipped to attempt to draw the plans. Oh, we've already had our first question in, so nice one. Anyway, Gary, Fred, just another gamer guy, Max, Fran, Nerd, Sam. Some of the names get crazy. They do, Lefty. They do. Does Mel have his tools tonight? No, I do not. Yeah. Now, first, is there a Mike V in the chat tonight by any chance? If not, we have to keep a lookout for Mike V. Mike V dropped a hell of a donation just after the show finished. And the plan was, all right, I'm going to go out. I'm going to get everything I need. Yeah, and we've been attacked by the beast from the east, and we've been effectively snowed in. Has he been looted? I was looted, yeah. How are me and I suppose, I mean, after putting that video, I suppose I do have to do like the bit of the black dog update. Bit weird, to be perfectly honest. And it's the meds. Yeah. When they kick in, you go through a sort of phase of, what's the point? What's the point in anything? Yeah. And I've had a weekend of that, which has been weird. I've been trying to get things done and that sort of stuff. And no, you've got to do stuff. Come on. Yeah, but it just completely annihilates your ability to want to do anything. Yeah. I mean, even to the extent that I almost pretty much wet myself. Here we go again, after the dog peeing on me last time. Wet myself. Yeah, because I just couldn't be asked to go to the toilet. The meds are weird like that. But I'm feeling better. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's enough of the black dog tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah? Mordheim. Have you decided between Mordheim and Frostgrave? Well, one's autumn, one's winter, isn't it? See, I was thinking about this, Mordheim isn't a summer location. I've always pictured Mordheim, as a winter location. No, well, not a winter one, but sort of an autumn one. You know, the leaves are falling, It's getting duskier, that sort of stuff. Ghost submit a question. We'll get to it in about 10 minutes, dude. We'll have a little we like our 10-15 minute warm-up. I'm so excited about medieval scenery. Believe it or not, I'm actually getting excited. Mordheim has been a big spur to that, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, because that was a real passion of mine when I was a youth. You know what I mean? Making Mordheim terrain. Frost Giants. That's Thor, isn't it? Frost Giants. What's the Storm Giants are Lord of the Rings, aren't they? You know what I mean? I love the Storm Giant fighting scene in Lord of the Rings. Was it Lord of the Rings or was it The Hobbit? It was The Hobbit. But wow. Hey up, JC. Anyone like model trains? Model railways? I've just got to stop calling them trains. It's too close to terrain. Yeah? But there'll be plenty in who do. Can Frostgrave have summer one for fur bikinis? Yes, they can. They've got a jungle version, fighting in the Amazon, like Frostgrave in the Amazon. Which, you know, it works because Frostgrave is just a set of skirmish rules. It's not specifically snow-based. But I've always seen Mordheim as what you call it, as autumn. Frostgrave as sort of as winter. I wonder what the spring and summer would be. Railways are awesome. You sell them, Max. You sell them. So yeah, not bad. Get in there. Oh. Now tonight we will not be disturbed by the smiling, distracting Willow or the bare-chested Corbin, because they're staying at Nanny's tonight. And in absolute true style, you know, with them staying at Nanny's, yeah, me and Kez just went back bed. I've left her there. She's still in bed. I actually got back up for my live show. Just knackered. Oh. Oh. Yeah, still giving me grief. Right. Well, with me chatting on Thursday, I've not really got much to update you on. You know, and with it being a bit of a Blair weekend, not got much to update you on. Yeah, so, should we dip into the questions? Right, is Mike V in the chat yet, by any chance? Before I do, I'm going to nip on and look on PayPal. The reason... PayPal? There's a reason why I'm looking for Mike V, is because he dropped $100 at the end of last show. Yeah, which is the stationery supplies. Yeah, and so, if he is, I really want to give the dude a shout out. Because he dropped... The notification dropped after I finished the show. We have had a couple of PayPals. Thank you, guys. It is appreciated. Thanks for helping me get through this rough bit, you know what I mean? It's kind of like sick pay, if you know what I mean. With me not just being able to do videos and that sort of stuff. Yeah? It does help. What date is it? Yeah, it's the 18th. So there's that. The notifications tell me there's 2 people. Yeah? But the PayPal tells me there's 1. I don't understand that. Where's that one gone? Where's Williams gone? Right. Let's do Williams. Right, let's get some names on the screen. Hey, Jez. You know what? As I'm not talking much, I might do some painting. Paint. I've been trying to find, you know, with everything that's been going on. Yeah. I've been trying to find other things to do. You know what I mean? Because a lot of my life centres around the terrain tutor, you know, because it's my hobby and it's my job now. And so I've been trying to find things that distract me, you know, I enjoy. 1, reading, yeah? I've just finished The Unremembered Empire. Mr. Dan Abnett, you're a git. That's all I'll say about you. Yeah? And I don't know. I've got this little itch about maybe paint. We'll see how we go. Yeah, but first, PayPalers. Yeah, Streamer Heroes. Right, if you don't know what this is, if you do appreciate what I do on the channel, you know, you want to support me, you know, tip me, that sort of stuff, help me out, there's a link to PayPal down below in the description, and you can do it there, okay? So, very quickly. Right, here I am, yeah. Okay. 20 euros from Will. Will D. Thank you, dude. You are a stream hero. Right, where's that window gone? Mel's getting old. So, Will D. Thank you, buddy. Now, obviously, we've got to put Mike V on. Thank you, buddy. It is appreciated. Yeah, that's my stationery sorted. And Ludo T. And I know that's someone in the chat, but I can never bloody remember. He sent 5. So, thank you, buddy. It is genuinely appreciated. I think that's everyone, is it? We good? Am I up to date? Yeah, I think I'm up to date. Right. So, there we go. I need to update my graphics, don't I? It's typical Mel. Mel works on this process. Yeah, it's just about right. It's good enough. Let's just go and do it. Westy in the house? Oh my god, it's Attack of the Moderators. I'm going to bed. Good night, dude. For the local castle's info stuff. Ooh, Jess, that sounds interesting. Do archery. I can't do archery at the minute. My ribs are killing me. I'm not sure if it's... I think it's chest infection, to be truthful, because it's at the front and it's at the back. So, like I say, picking yourself up, it takes a while, and putting yourself back together. Just missing the ladies, Odin and Atoll, and the whole gang will be here. Watch Mel smile. Hit the like button. You lot know how to make me smile. Right. Oh, bugger. Planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. Guess who didn't top his brew up before the live show? That's not good. We're only 15 minutes in and I've got an empty cup. And I've got no cares to emotionally blackmail. Right. This is what we're going to do. Okay? You guys can hit the like button and all that sort of stuff. Yeah? Links in the description to the questions. I've got 8 questions so far. We will get stuck in, but I want to very quickly nip to that kitchen there, switch the kettle on, rack this brew up, come back here, put some water in there, get some tissue, and start thinking about maybe putting some paint on some stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah? So, let's do this. Questions? Over there, guys. In the description for the links, guys. Throw me some questions. That way I'll have something to talk about while I paint. You know what I mean? We can do this. poof. Do you know? Do you think I'd do any better if I was professional at this? I sit there, you know, because I mean, my videos are nowhere as polished and as nice as a lot of people. But even the live shows, you know, you see these live streams, and I watch a few different live streams, not wargaming ones, different ones, all sorts of things. Yeah, but the image is good, the graphics are good, they know what they're doing, they've got these Q segments and all this sort of stuff. You know what I mean? And here's me in my pyjama, 15 minutes in, yeah, wandering off cans to go make a brew. Sitting here watching, I haven't had a shave in 2 days. Do you know what I mean? And I mean, in all fairness, there's a fair few of you watching. I mean, would I do better? You know, if I'm properly prepared and had things prepared and had topics and, you know, the graphics looked at least remotely decent. I might not watch you then, Mel. Dude, no. Oh, my ribs. That's deep, nerd. No, don't be professional. This is great, mate. I think I need to make a channel decision once and for all, because I think, do you know what? I've been banging on about improving and making the channel better and all that sort of stuff for a long time. And yeah, I need to get into social media, and yeah, I need to get a website done and all that sort of stuff. And it's sort of like, have I reached a point where just roll with it? You know what I mean? Just roll with it. Yeah, I keep thinking if I got more professional, you know, would I get better, more patrons and that sort of stuff? Because obviously, you know, life would be nicer for me and Kez and the kids, and, you know, things would be a bit more stable if it was better. You know, not drastically better, you know, not ridiculous, but you know what I mean? And things like that. And it's like, am I better like being more professional, doing more marketing, pushing things on Facebook and stuff like that? And it's like, no. I think the thing about all of this, for me, yeah, putting aside, you know, the wage and all that sort of stuff, it's just me trying to help, and that makes me feel better. Yeah, that's what I came to the channel to do. So I think we're just gonna roll with it from now on. I'm not gonna worry about it from now on. Yeah. You just need to be in the studio more. Yes, and my dutiful, lovely wife has made it perfectly clear. She's taking me to the studio, dropping me off in the studio, then picking me up from the studio, yeah, every day this week, except for Wednesday. I need an admin day, you know what I mean? So it's not my decision of whether I'm motivated enough to go to the studio. Kez has taken that decision out of my hands. Do you really think the stress of making a script would be good for your health? Nope. Yeah, I tried to do a video. Yeah, the build overview for the one I did for Sega's Creative Assembly for their Total Warhammer game. Yeah, because it was for Sega and that sort of stuff. I actually wrote a script. Oh god, it was awful. It took about, I mean, the video was only a couple of minutes long, 5 minutes. Yeah, it took hours. It must have taken 6 hours for me to record that. Same with trying to do narration, anything professional, I'd just fall apart. Start with lawyers. Hey, what? There's a Facebook fan page already. Maybe you could post something there so you wouldn't have to make a page. I've actually got a page. It turned 5,000 likes, what do you call it? Over the weekend. And I didn't even put up a post celebrating it. I don't know if that was the meds, you know what I mean, and it messing around with my motivation and that sort of stuff. But I really should put a post and say, you know, congratulations, thank you all, sort of thing. It's not really congratulating me for hitting 5,000 likes, is it? You sort of thank your followers for hitting 5,000 likes. But yeah, I don't post anything on it though. Like you were killing the creative process. I'm more like the Swedish chef, aren't I? I'm the Swedish chef of terrain. Birdie, birdie, kill the birdie. Boof, boof. Looks, the wife wants you out of the house. Ah, the wife will be at work. She's making sure I'm not rotting in the house on my own. Yeah, whilst she's at work. I never thought that would really cheer you up, Crocodile D1 and 2. I like Crocodile Dundee. How's the trench going, man? Still need to watch it, still need to finish sealing it. It is almost done. But it's got to be done in the next couple of days. Because I'm going to be in the studio. And it's the only major terrain project I've got on the studio at the minute. Yeah, Jason doing the questions. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, and that's the terrainiacs group. That's the bigger group. If you're interested in terrain and want to like show your stuff off, get in there. Just remember, no shares, no commercial posts. Read the rules, answer the question before joining. You will understand. Right, I've got 9 questions. I couldn't find it before. I really should put that in the description, shouldn't I? My Facebook page and that sort of stuff. And do Twitter. See, this is it. I think this is what I should be doing, because everyone else is doing it. Yeah? And I can go weeks without posting to Twitter or Facebook. Oh. Yes, I am most definitely I'm the Swedish chef of terrain. I've decided. This week you could work on a showcase. On what showcase? My castle showcase. I could. Do not do Twitter. Why not do Twitter? Why should I? Twitter is a cancer. That's a bit harsh. Right. You got me worried there now. Right, I've got my water. What have we got to do on these? Right, first I need some light, because let's be honest, yeah, it is a bit dim in here. So, oh, bright light. Where am I going to put that? Is that enough for me to paint off? Can't see where's that. I need it about there, don't I? Yeah, but that's going to be quite a bit of a burn. So if I angle you guys over to that one, does that work? No, that doesn't work. Go back there, you. That doesn't work either. See how long it's been since I've painted here. That'll do. Mood lighting. Yeah? Twitter is great. Yay, the monthly showcases are cool. Can't wait for medieval and the castles. I should send you a Swedish chef hat now. You send it, I'll wear it. Yes, the monthly terrainiacs showcase. Love those. Hey, Tim. Set some goals to do in your studio, whether it builds some terrain or make a video. Yeah, I think you're right on that, mate. Yeah, I think that there will be a chance that I will go into the studio and just sort of not be overwhelmed as such. You know what I mean? But a little thrown out, I think, in some way. So I think I want to finish off the thatching video for the thatching techniques and materials. Finish off the trenches. I've got a commission for foreground that I've got to get stuck into. That should be interesting. But we'll take that as it goes. There's some sinister uplighting there. Darth Mel. The abuse on Twitter is ridiculous. Do we really get it in our hobby? Do you know what I mean? I'm not singing a show for 80. I'll sing it for 85k. If you make a PayPal donation of 85,000, wait, careful. Great British pounds. Yeah, I'll sing my way through a Sunday nighter show. But it's going to cost you 85 grand. Not because, what do you call it? I'll either need the money or, well, not because I want that sort of money. I think it's probably going to take about 85 grand, yeah, to keep me ticking over, yeah, until the channel recovers enough to get over a Sunday nighter where I sang all the way through it. I mean, you've got to remember, we did that once. I sang on the Help for Heroes build live streams, and people paid me to shut up. Have you come across any new terrain tricks or odd ones you've improved upon? Tons. Go make a tree. Go make a tree. Mel seriously needs a replica of the Swedish chef from the Muppets. I do. Have you ever crafted characters, animals, creatures or people? No, I've done a little bit of a small hobby sculpting sort of thing. Small hobby sculpting. Things like berets and pouches and stuff like that. Will you make me a payment plan for 85 grand at £2 a week, valet? Yeah, bro, I'll deliver once payment is complete. Right. Now I've got a load of questions. I've got some tanks here, and I am shamed that I don't know what these tanks are called. I don't know what they are. Oh, how bad is that? How bad is that? M3 Sherman Stuart Lee. That's the Lee. That's the Sherman. Is that the Grant? Is that a Grant? Later, lefty. Right. We have questions. Right. First question. It's a multiple question. I created my first wargaming table on three 2 foot by 3 foot 12mm MDF. Then I added PVA glue, sand and a couple of layers of acrylic paint. After I flocked it and sealed it with wood down PVA. Bottom inside is untouched. Really should seal that, mate. Yeah, you'll have warping problems in the future if you don't. The problems is the boards have warped about 5 to 8mm on the 3 foot side. I'm able to straighten it by putting cans, by leaving them a few hours, they warp again. How do we fix this? Yeah, I feel stupid for not following your tutorial on stealing NVF within the layers. Well, right, okay, dead simple. Underneath your bases, okay. First off, if you put gluey stuff on the top of long thin bases, yeah, obviously the gluey stuff contracts and that will lift the edges up. Okay, but also after everything has dried, yeah, what you get is a situation where if you don't seal the bottom, yeah, it will soak in moisture from the atmosphere and it will expand and it will raise again. Yeah, so the cure for both of these ills and your problem is to turn the board over and give the bottom of the board a good coat of PVA. Yeah, if you put the PVA on the other side, it will contract, yeah, and it will straighten the board back up and contract it back straight. And at the same time, it will seal it to stop it getting moisture from the air in the future. Oh! Grant Lee are M3 Alvac. The Sherman should be M4. M3 Lee. So, M3 Lee. I'm a World of Tank player. So am I. Yeah. Sherman would be what? M4? Grant would be 3? Yeah. The UK version doesn't have the mini turret on the main turret. God damn you, Warlord. Winter will be over soon. Thanks, Cat. Right. So, yeah, that's the board question done. Okay, next question. I'm going to be doing a 2 foot by 2 foot displaced piece with lots of water effects. What would you recommend to seal the edges of the board so that it doesn't leak? Right, are you talking about when you pour? I'm assuming you're going to be talking about when you're pouring. You want a temporary barrier so you can have that look into the resin thing. Yeah? We go for plastics. Yeah, now there's a couple of options. Depending on how wide and where it is, yeah, you can use sellotape if it's a thin pour, a really thin pour, just on an edge like a river sort of thing. If it's a bit larger, you can use parcel tape. After that, you're moving into plasticard and you're moving into EPVC because you can peel those away from the resin. Now, if you are having to build a frame around where you're pouring, yeah, the best suggestion is build your frame, yeah, whether it's tape or plasticard or EPVC, and then with your resin, before you do your main pour, paint, yeah, just around the edges, yeah, where your board meets the barrier, okay, and paint a little bit of your resin there, just enough that it doesn't really seep through and run out, but it's enough that it'll seal those edges. Yeah, so when you do your main pour, the pressure of the bulk of the main pour doesn't force any resin out of any of those gaps or anything like that. Yeah, you'll have much better results that way. Do you ever GM? Only with the kids. Okay, I've checked my bank balance and I'm in the position of what you call it, denoting 85 Iranian rial. If you're, I thought it was the Ran, but Iranian rial. If you're willing to sing the show, but that's probably about, what is that? Probably about 24p, something like that. That's like Indian rupees. Hey, calm down. I'm not falling for that one again. I thought I was rich. I had a donation from a guy in India. Yeah. Lovely message with it, but it was about 10,000 something. And it wasn't much at all when it came down to it. Is it possible that we may have an oil spilt terrain tutorial in some point in the future, please? Oil spilt terrain tutorial. Yes. Why do Sunday chats keep disappearing from YouTube when they are finished? I like watching them on Monday, and I haven't been able for 3 weeks now. YouTube's been messing around with it, the settings. I have tried to update it, yeah, and I'll go in, I'll make those manual. In fact, come on, Boast, while you're here, I meant to do it after Thursday's show, to be truthful, guys, but like I say, it's been a bit bleh. Right. Why are you doing that? Okay, actions. Right, they're going public now. Yeah, so the last few shows will be up. So you'll be able to watch them. And I'll have to have a look in the settings on what's going on, why they're not sorting. Right, back to it. Have you seen Gaslands? And are you considering making terrain for it? I have seen Gaslands about on the old Facebook. Okay, it's sort of post-apocalyptic gangs, isn't it? Mad Maxi style. Yeah. No, I will probably make terrain that's suitable for it, but I'm not doing anything specifically for it. I've got no plans of doing anything specifically for it. Or am I? He broke out the Bible of shows. Like a boss with an agenda. Yes. For you long timers, okay, you will know what this is. Yeah. For those of you who are relatively new to the channel, yeah, this is Mel's big terrain book. 5 years old this is. And I'm running out of space in it. There is just literally all my ideas. Absolutely all sorts. I mean, there's got to be about 18 pages of tutorials in here, and they're all bullet points, just the title of the tutorial. 18 pages like that. I hope I have time. That was rather grim, actually. And listen, I don't know something you lot don't know. You know what I mean? There's no imminent end coming. I may have a bit of a cough or anything like that, but don't worry. I just meant there's so many tutorials I want to do. Yeah, I've always seen the terrain tutor as something that I'd like to do well past retirement. Well, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I can't retire. I haven't got a bloody pension beyond mistake one anymore. Yeah, so Mel's a bit hedging me bets on Kez and her master's degree and her big science job and that. You know, she'll look after me. Otherwise, Mel's going on the scrap heap. Yeah, but the terrain tutor is something I see, you know, doing into my retirement. You know, being the old granddad. You know what I mean? Maybe great granddad by then. It's feasible within reason. 20, 30 years. I'd be in my 70s, still doing the terrain tutor. So I mean, 70 is a fair age. I mean, it's not particularly majorly old, and it's a fair thing to say that, you know, my little LT, by the time he's in his 30s, he would have probably found someone, settled down, maybe had a kid, which would make me a great grandfather. Now the real question is, in 30 years, can I get through these 18 pages? With you guys still coming up with more ideas. It's going to be interesting finding out, isn't it? When you're 64. Like the Werther's original adverts. Oh, I'd love a Werther's original right now. You got me thinking about sweeties, you git. Oh, it's like yeah, Mel does go on a bit of a ramble sometimes. Right, I do need to check my phone because I see a PayPal. Yeah, so someone's been very kind, and then we'll crack on with some more questions, and I'll try and figure out what I've got to paint on these. Ooh. I hope it helps you get back to your old self. Yes. I don't know who ES is. Is that another one? I don't want to say your second name, dude. But your first name, you've only got your initial. So we're just going to call you ES. But thank you, buddy. Yeah, I'm getting there. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right, questions. Remember, if you've got a terrain question, the link is in the description. Get it into the Google Doc, yeah, and I'll do my best to help you guys. Oh. Mel, I've had a go at making some clump foliage following your vids. Looking through the troubleshooting you did, and mine is still a little damp after 24 hours. Would it maybe okay to bake it on a low heat? I wouldn't bake it. Yeah, I'm unsure if it's my mixture really or the cold weather we're having. I'd say it was the cold weather. I mean, there's a lot of moisture in the air, and you are talking about sponges essentially. So they're going to retain that moisture. I wouldn't bake it. What I'd do with it is I'd put it on top of the boiler. Yeah, in your airing cupboard. I don't know. Everyone in the UK knows what an airing cupboard is, don't they? Your airing cupboard is essentially next to your boiler, and you know it's pretty typically racking, yeah, next to the boiler, and you put all your towels and that, you know, that sort of stuff in there, and the heat dry keeps them nice, fluffy, and dry, and that sort of stuff. Right, next question. It's not really a question, it's a statement. Shabba. That's kicking back to my youth. What's the PayPal address, Mel? I can't get the ruddy button to work in the comments. It's theterraintutor@gmail.com, mate. So exactly the same as the channel, theterraintutor, all one word, then @gmail.com. PVA glue, put it in me veins. It's like mother's milk. It's not like milk. Boiler? Oh, I almost drank me, what you call it? Almost drank me painting water. So, a couple of castle related questions. Will you be making a castle for taunting the French? Hello? No, that was the French taunting, what you call it, the Monty Python team, wasn't it? It would be Dover Castle for taunting the French, wouldn't it? If any castle was there to taunt the French, because that's what it was there for. That's what he built it for, or one of the main reasons. Yeah. What size for the castle? Centimetre squares or metres squared? I don't know. I don't know what... That is too vague a question to answer, my friend. Ask it again, but be more specific. What size for the castle? Centimetre squares or metre squared? I ain't building one that big. When's the monthly terrainiacs showcase is starting up again? I'll see about doing one this month, but I'm only going to do a showcase, yeah? I feel like asking my patrons to... Showcases need support, you know what I mean, to do, because they do take a couple of days. But because they're not really it's not me doing the tutorial stuff. I always like to make sure I've got a few terrain videos out at least that month before asking my patrons to support Showcase. So, if I do well this week, you know, and I get a couple of videos out, get these trenches finished and, you know, another video, maybe another one on top, that'll be good. Yeah. But if I can do that, then I'll do a Showcase this month. Yeah, but I need to be back in it. I want the videos that I bring to the channel to be terrain ones, tutorial ones, rather than the tip ones and the showcases and that sort of stuff. But it will be coming back. It hasn't ended. Same with the talk terrain. I want to get back onto that as well. I love the Monty Python quotes, guys. See, there'll be people in the chat who have no idea, yeah, and are wondering why the hell, yeah, the entire chat has just started talking about the airspeed velocity of unladen swallows. Listen, if you don't know what's going on in the chat, just say, I have no idea. Yeah, I'm just curious if there's people in the chat. Yeah, I will explain it to you and everything like that. It's from, you know, Monty Python films. But I love how people jump on things like that. You know, something popular like that. And you get this situation where people are just like, what the hell is going on? Unladen swallows? Where's that come from? African or European? Oh. I told him already, we've already got one. Have you? Let's make a catapult to fling cows over the castle walls. Now, what you want to make is a giant wooden rabbit to hide inside. Right, let's see what we got. Have you ever used modelling procs on power tools? No, I haven't. They look good. I've heard good things. But I've no experience of using them, so I can't really comment. Yeah, and I've already got my hot tools, and it's one of these situations I don't really want to buy a set of tools just to have a look at them. You know what I mean? Okay. Everyone keeps bugging you to produce a book. Why not publish your ideas book when it's completed, as it is no editing? I'd have to edit a couple of pages, yeah, because I also use it for holding like things like passwords and stuff like that, things I need to remember. But it might be interesting. And it's whether people could even understand it. ESme is me and you. What do you call it? Oh, most welcome. Lizzie. Right, Lizzie. Let's get that corrected. Thank you, Lizzie. Oh, come on. Thank you. Thank all my stream heroes. And my patrons, of course, and that sort of stuff. Quick check. Oh, am I missing someone? Oh! We are... Our audience done his nugget. Seems strange to have what you call it. It's been a while since I've typed Oddin. I've missed his nuggets. Yeah, and we've had 5 from Paul Rob. From Rob H. Thank you, Rob. Right. That is me caught up with questions. Oh, enable scroll. And see, here's me looking at that going, that's cheesy. Look at the fonts don't even match. And then what you call it? Not fade, scroll. And then there's me going on about professionalism. What are you like, Bose? What are you like? It is, Rob. It is. Thank you, buddy. Right. Can your next terrain piece include shrubs? Also include a herring, please. You must not forget the holiest hand grenade of Antonon. 3 is the number of the holiest hand grenade of Antonon. Not 1, not 2, and 4 is way out. Tim, I would love to build a working trebuchet to scale. I've watched a couple of documentaries where they've done that, and they've built trebuchets and stuff like that. And they're pretty cool, in all honesty. They are pretty cool. Which is heavier, a witch or a duck? I have a tear off arms, legs, Black Knight on my desk. That's brilliant. It's been a week since you last typed my name. That's the meds. That's got to be the meds. I'm blaming the meds on that one. Can you build as a shrubbery? Oh, it must be a shrubbery. The plans are for tabletop version, so you could. Trebuchet would be cool. I used to watch it. Mel, you erased ES's name. Yeah, so I swapped it with Lizzie. Because that's who ES is. I'm inspired to make a cave piece terrain, yeah, with a bunny sitting on a pile of bones now. Modern day costs of building a scale trebuchet is astronomical. Yeah, actually, considering the sort of timber you'd need, that's rare timber nowadays. Before that, there was a weekend's break. Yeah, I did. Replaced by air cannons. The pumpkin chucking competition. Yeah, I saw the Scrap Heap Challenge, one of those. There's this pumpkin throwing, chucking, competition they have in America. Yeah, and in the UK we have Scrap Heap Challenge, where, a load of mechanical typed people, yeah, just get scrap and complete challenges with things made out of scrap, yeah. And it was great because it was like there was this Brit team that entered this US competition firing these melons or these pumpkins, and they made their thing out of scrap in a week. And there's people who've invested their lives into winning this competition, and I think the Brits came third. One day, all of this will be yours. What, the curtains? All your next terrain ideas are going to be based on Monty Python because of this chat. No. I'm more focused than that. No. Ain't Robot Wars on anymore? I don't know, I haven't seen it. I know it does still go on. Because Kai was on about building a robot for it and competing. He had a couple of the winning robots in his studio. Yeah, because the guy who wrote one of the seasons from Robot Wars, lives in Stoke. Yeah, and because Kai does robotics and that sort of stuff, he met up with the guy, and the guy let him keep a couple of the robots in his studio. We were playing around with them in China Hall, sending them up and down. Brilliant fun. Yeah. But, so it must be still on. Robot Wars, note the BBC killed it again. Oh, it's too violent and common for the BBC. Right. I'm caught up with my questions. There is a full-scale Robot Wars. The US and the Japan went at it. Yeah, yeah, I haven't actually seen the battle. One of my old school friends was on Robot Wars. Most disappointing robot ever. I think at the start of the series, when it was new, you could get away with slightly disappointing robots. Yeah, but now it's got to the stage where it's cutthroat. I mean, Des, yeah, my eldest lad, he's a helicopter mechanic in the army. And he was telling me about how they were thinking about building a robot. Yeah, to go with it. Because one of the guys had come up with, they've got this stuff that they use for coating part of the helicopter. Yeah, and it's damn near impregnable. Yeah, and they've got it, and it's like, well, we could give our robot a coating of that, and then nothing. Yeah, they need at least a 50 cal to do any damage to it. And I'm like, that's evil. Also, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that stuff's going to be expensive. And the Ministry of Defence might have a question about what you're doing there. The robot was called Eric. It didn't last long. I'm looking at the plans for the trebuchet, and the base is 15 inches by 12 inches high by 18 inches wide. Deep. Width as a measure of frontage. That sounds interesting. Right. All my questions are done. I'm a happy Mel. Still need to figure out what I'm going to paint on these. What did I need to paint? I think I was doing the tracks. This is not the best light to be painting in. Is it this one? Oh, tracks look done. So what do we need to do now? I think I've got to put the decals on now. Okay, where are the decals? Oh, life. Mech Rabbit Wars? Mech Rabbit Wars. They do have robot weapons equivalent to 50 cal. We'll have to see then. Tracks and weathering? No, I've got to paint some I've got to paint some details up on it. Yeah, pick out some of the details next. I was going off Pete Harrison's tutorial, because I haven't painted tanks in ages. But I've got to put the decals on it, and they're at the studio, I think. And without watching his tutorial, I don't know what I need to do next. I don't know what I should paint and what I shouldn't paint. I'm lost. Sounds silly, doesn't it? Am I talking myself out of a job? Is that what I'm trying to do here? They're rounds, aren't they? I don't know. They're huge. I know. Someone's asking, looking at making some hatching pods for terrainiacs using polystyrene eggs. Would these react to resin? If yes, should I coat them in PVA mix first? I would give them a filler coat, yeah, then paint them. I'd want a layer of paint between the the resin and the polystyrene, to be perfectly honest, especially if you're using polystyrene eggs, because they're typically expanded foam, not high density foam. Catch you later, Ant. Can you use it in an EMP gun on Robot Wars? That'd be interesting. I think the TV production company would have questions about that. They also have a competition where they use explosives to blow an anvil in the air and try and land it as close to a target circle. Of course they do. Yes. The ancient and honourable sport of anvil blowing. We've got bowls in the UK. It's where you try and roll a ball along a lawn towards a target and get it as close as possible. It doesn't involve anvils and it doesn't involve explosives. It's big. Lots of people play it. Microwave weapons. We all think we know how to design the winning Robot Wars robot, don't we? You know what I mean? We've all sat there and watched the show and gone, I'd do this. You know what I mean? But I reckon we'd all get chewed by one of those really nippy, small, fast ones with the really fast cutting blades. Yeah, EMP and the cameras would go out. Very true, very true. Right, I think we're done with the questions. I'm going to lock off the dock now. If there are any other questions, people just grab me in the comments, because we're calming down now. I don't know what to paint. Straight away, here come the questions. Right, can you use high density foam, Kingspan, for making foam flock? Saw a video of a fella use wet Oasis foam block. Still look very clumpy though. No, Kingspan foam is what you call it. It's sort of fiberglass foam. I wouldn't recommend grating it, grinding it, or anything like that, to be truthful. Yeah, stick with upholstery foam. Well, they are judged on how high the anvil goes and how close it drops to its starting point. What about, not on crater size? Calming down? What do you mean? I mean, I'm calming down. I might play tanks. You know what Mel gets like. Oh, let me just move. I saw someone use canned foam. What's canned foam? Dry it, carve it, but it looks hard to control with a lot of waste. Really? What happened to your Test of Honour stuff? It's on the side. What shall it mean? Corbin haven't had much time to get into it, to be truthful. Especially with, you know, in all honesty, me not being in the best of places. That's dark, isn't it? Perhaps I should get some mood lighting at the back. A little bit of green light, perhaps? Trash heap challenge. Oh. I'm planning a modular castle build with a wall section and towers of varying heights and layering sheets of foam. Would it easier to make fewer larger wall sections or many smaller ones? I go for fewer larger walled. Yeah. The reason being, if you make lots of smaller ones, you'll get frustrated by the gaps between them. Yeah. Because if you want a long wall section, you'll be able to see the little gaps. You know what I mean? And so I'd go for the longer wall sections, because that way your gaps will be where they meet towers. Yeah, and your gaps are more forgivable in that situation. If I want a train feature with the destroyed tank in 28mm scale, can you recommend any kits for me to use? Well, I mean, you're looking at anything round about 156. Now, that does depend on whether you're playing historical or whether you're playing some sort of like fantasy sci-fi games. The fantasy sci-fi games, they're more heroic scale, especially 40k. And so if you're looking for tanks for that, then you probably want to be going up to, say, 164, 166, 172. Is that right? No, that's not right. You want to be going down, don't you? So you want to be going from 1 to 56 to, say, 1 to 48? Something around about that? Just do that quick. Oh. You spray in the walls and it swells into fit space. It dries like a shiny shell, but you can carve it. Ah, right, yeah, expanding foam. Sounds interesting, Kat. Would you be interested in making some more fantastical terrain for sci-fi, fantasy and floating platforms? Yeah, I would. I just want to get the medieval stuff done first. I mean, I've got all sorts of lists. It's just got to get in and get it done. No worries, Grant. Catch you later. Good luck. Catch you later, Rob. Yeah, hope she gets better, man. Right. So, we've sort of hit an impasse, haven't we? I really am thinking, should I play tanks? Because I'm not in the mood to paint. I can't motivate myself to... I can come up with 101 excuses. Thank you, James. But I might play games of tanks with you and chat. Oh, sod it. You know what? I'm sitting here thinking, well, I shouldn't really, it's not what the channel is about and that sort of stuff. But we had a massive discussion at the start of the show that doesn't work for me anyway. So, this is about doing things that make me happy. So yeah, I'm gonna play a bit of tanks. You guys can watch along while I chat with you. Because I'm just in that mood. Don't be good. He was trying to do an update. Mwah. And throw that over there. We'll chat terrain as we do. Because we always do that anyway. Pop that to there. My little one loves watching your vids with me. She wants me to let you know she watches. She's 7. What's her name, mate? Turn that down now. Catch you later, Insane. Don't let it do an update. I haven't. Right. Hey Mountain, newer builds you should check out are Bonehorde and Lavadier's Lair. Check out Very Fine Builders. I'll check them out, mate. Right, which one of these has... Right. We're going to have to figure this out. I need to add something. Add. Game capture. Not ideal. At all. Can we scale it back a bit? What for it say? It's just going to have to go there, innit? Alright. There you go. It'll do. Right. Did it. We need... Move that up. Yes. And we need the chat. Let's move that up as well. Yeah. Move that there. Yeah, that's good. Alright, we'll go with that. That roughly works, doesn't it? Thank you, Professor. One second. Hiya, Charlie. Hope you like my videos. I hear you watching with your dad. Crack on, terrainiac. There you go. Play that back to her, mate. She loves making messy terrain with me. We get glue and clay everywhere. Nice one. Oh, you could be mum. Sorry about that. If it is. Right. Come on, now. Let's do a bit of rolling. There you go, you got center screen. That'll do. More tanks. I like tanks. See, there's the big tanks. I hate those tanks. Right, have they got any Lutches? Because I hate Lutches. They've got no Lutches, just the PZs. Which, oh, right, yeah, I know which one this is. I know what I'm doing in this. Get out of the way, get out of my way, get out of my way, get out of me, don't you dare. Ah. Zoom, zoom. It's very green today, isn't it? He looks bushier than normal. Bang. Right, tier 4 game. Looks like he's got the same idea as me. But he isn't as brave as me. Ooh. Right, okay. We got anything? Nothing on there. He needs to die. I need to bug out. It's a Lutch. I hate those. He's gonna annoy me. Oh, you git! No. making our own terrain too large in general, but it was fun. I want to try and make my own flocking, but it looks like a huge potential mess, so I'm going to talk out our lumberyard into giving me their sawdust. That sounds like a plan. Oh my god, he's going to camp again. Of course I'm going to camp. I'm a professional camper. I camp so hard I could be sponsored by Go Outdoors. Right. What have I got to do? Oh no, have I really got to? Yeah. My crew isn't even fully trained. I got toasted. Mel, we've been repairing the house and I was wondering about those wooden paint stirrers that you get from the shop. If I use some with the anti-warping techniques, how would they do as bases? I don't know, I haven't seen them, mate. How can you hate the Lutch, you monster? I ate it. I ate it. I absolutely ate it.
These pictures should match.
Hey? Captain Camper. Excuse me. I'm Sealy McClubby. Oh, I hate this tank. It's so... The crew... I've played about 8 games in it. Bravo, noobs! You've just lost the game. Right. Get the Bane Blade. I didn't know there was a Bane Blade. Ah! Surprise! Come on, go on, sticky nose out. Right, guys, early morning, catch you later. Later, dude. Your Stug died? Oh, come on, reload, reload, reload. Oh, you git. Too late. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 they're a threat. Kill him with fire. Thank you. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, chameleon. They come and go. Oh, you git. Why did I do that? Right, there we go, there we go, there we go. Come on, come on. Don't you move. You killed Fritz? I just did. Come on then, I know you're hiding over there. The spotting range I have on this is horrendous. The crew isn't trained. Oh. See, why do I keep doing that? Pulling the trigger. Ah, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. That's you, that's who I want, yeah. That was useless. Alright, that leaves this lot. D, there was a... Thanks, Mel. She's ecstatic. I'm mom and not dad, but she thinks it's hilarious that you call me that. I'm mom and dad, so it's okay. Nice one, D. I'm glad I made what Charlie giggle. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Go on, go on. Oh. Are you going to stick your nose out this way? See, it's that I'm worried about because I can't see much up there. Oh, can I get a shot on him? Go on, stick your nose out. No. Oh, could have then. See, this is why I hate these Lutch things. Come on. Come on. There's a butterfly there. That's cool. Game of bots reported. I think I've been reported. You're a bad, bad boy. Oh, damn. He will have seen me now. Whoa! Where did that come from? Never mind, I've got a kill. Right, I've got my Electo. Wait. You can get a model of an Electo? Bleed. Send me that link, mate. Email it me or something. No, Diggy, I'm not joining you in a platoon. Oh, my other one's in battle as well. Oh, no, it isn't. Wee. I do like the gamer tanks. Do you know what I mean? It's a nice relax for me, to be truthful. It lets me blow off a little bit of steam. I get loads of terrain ideas from it. I'm always looking at things on it and like, ooh, I like that, you know, like the rocks and that sort of stuff. I regularly get killed because I'm looking at things, not concentrating on the battle. Right, let's do this. It's a straight gambit, so I will take up my normal sniper position. Because I am a super sniper. Super sniper, professional camper. Celium at clubbing. I hear a dog. Does that mean I see a wife? Or is it just the dog? Blowing things up is really relaxing. It is. Nothing so soothing as destroying your enemies, is there? Right. Now, do I sit it out here, or do I get cocky and try and see if I can do something? I don't know. I'm not going to get cocky because those two down there are getting hammered. Absolutely hammered. Did he open his door himself? Yeah, Oz can open the door. Okay. Things look relatively balanced. Right, he's going to start spotting over there. So, come on. Come on. Give Daddy his juicy targets. That's it, get brave. That's it, get brave for me. Yeah, you're so brave. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, mate. Go on, Jamank. Spot those targets for me. Really? You've not spotted them yet? Oh, easy. Oh, look at the cheeky chappy. Oh, he almost crashed. Oh. It's going to be interesting. Oh. Oh, it's not right, is it? Don't. Nail him. Nail it. Oh, yeah, I see you. Surprise! Yeah, that's him done. Right, are there any others up there? Ooh. I don't see anyone popping up. Right. I know what that means. It means we're going to get overrun. So, Mel's a psycho. What do you mean Mel's a psycho? I don't know what you mean. An inspiring psycho. We're going to get overrun. Or maybe not. There's still a few of them around there. Go on then. Let's go help him. If the dog answers you back, Mel, we slipped into the twilight zone. Could happen. If the dog talks to me, the only thing the dog's going to be saying is, yeah, chocolate. Give me chocolate. I've got this thing where, is the battle going to be over before I get there? In which case, this has been a boring battle. And it's not looking good of me getting any more kills in. No, not looking good. Those last will get mopped up. I'm not going to be one of those who rushes in and in like, you know, the last second to kill the last guy who's on like 10% after all the rest have fought for the kill. They've earned them. Unless they have to be done. And one Abrams tanks in the arrival. Without any Kleenex. Why not talk to? What tank is that? It's an Electo. We control the horizontals. We control the verticals. It's a campmobile. Yes, I'm learning the accent. We will speak with English bent for days. Can you kick a bow against a woe without a boxing? Didn't you just rush in like you said you wouldn't? I was sort of on the way. You know what I mean? And when that other guy didn't take that tank out, it was like, well, I'm here. I might as well. My love, it's only you in my eyes, only you I see. I love that bush. The rest can go back fighting the city. I'll take care of the valley on my own, because I love this bush. My most favourite bush. One of my most favourite bushes. What materials will the cast be made from? The thin foam board? That's a good question. Probably going to do it out of high density foam, so I can carve the details and all that sort of stuff. Was that discussed already? No, I don't think it has been. Go on, who's brave? It's weird, I'm actually watching the game on my other screen. You know, while I'm actually... Don't need to look across yet. I can look at the comments. An Electo, a British early World War II self-propelled gun. I love it. I want an Electo for my for my bolt action, but I've never been able of finding one. We'll have this game, then I'll call it quits for the night, guys, I think. Come on. No. The Kimping Bush. Dead. Oh, don't get brave. Don't get brave, son. Oh, don't you dare spot me, you git. Excelsior. Oh, they're pushing. Right, he needs to die before he spots me. Right, you get your head down. Don't think I can do anything against those, but he needs to die. Oh, I'm spotted. Move. Oh. He needed to die. Well, what can you say, eh? That tank needed to die. One sec. No match for my luck. Right. Oh. I want to try static grasp, but the tool is so expensive. I wish I could make one, but I do not think I would get it right. They're not hard to make, in all honesty, if you're confident with that sort of stuff. I use a flock box from warpainter.net. That's about £30. I think tops for the terrain version. Yeah, that does all sorts. Yeah, so there are other options, and there are inexpensive tools. I mean, I bought one off eBay first time round. It was £12. Yeah, so there are other options. Right, I'm going to very quickly check PayPal, make sure I'm not missing anyone this time before I log the show off, because I don't know with Mike whether I missed his donation before we went what you call it. But anyway, no one else. Right, guys, I'm going to call it. I am in the studio this week because my wife has told me I am in the studio this week. Yeah, so expect terrain videos. I don't know what they'll be. The trenches will get finished. I'd like it to be a thatching video, but I'm just going to go in and have fun. Yeah, bit of rehab I think Mel needs, getting back in the swing of things. So, I'm going to call it now. Thanks for keeping me company, yeah, as always. Thanks for your support, guys, as always, and I'll see you soon, yeah? All the best.